Surveillance images show Stephen Paddock calmly checking in at the Mandalay Bay's VIP desk. It's Monday, September 25th, nearly a week before the shooting. After eating alone at a sushi restaurant, Paddock drives his car to valet, where a bellman unloads 5 suitcases. Police say Paddock stays with the luggage and asks to use the service elevators instead of guest elevators, a request that's not uncommon. Later that night, he leaves the hotel with 2 suitcases, driving an hour to his home in Mesquite. It's a routine that repeats itself. Tuesday, Paddock returns to Mandalay Bay, where a different bellman helps him move 7 more suitcases. Thursday, he brings a white container and 3 more bags, and over the weekend, 2 more trips home. In all, at least 21 suitcases plus smaller bags are brought to his 32nd floor suite, as Paddock gradually amasses 23 guns and thousands of rounds of ammo.
Undiscovered killers who are planning things go about their preparation in a pretty mundane, routine fashion.
Between the trips home, he's seen playing video poker and chatting with employees. The video was released by MGM Resorts, which says Stephen Paddock gave no indication of what he planned to do, and his interactions with staff and overall behavior were all normal. The final image shows Paddock walking off an elevator Sunday, nearly 10 hours before the massacre. What the footage doesn't explain is why he did it. Joe Fryer, NBC News.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.